Really appreciate you all coming here and making this even a grand success. Really appreciate having media here in our DHN Forum Mumbai event. My name is Vishnu Saxena. I'm a founder and the CEO of Digital Health News and Scale Health Tech, a boutique health IT consulting firm. DHN Forum Mumbai is our first forum in Mumbai, but second in the series. DHN Forum we started on behalf of Digital Health News as a catalyst that is set to transform the regional health ecosystem in India. Healthcare is seeing lots of influence of digital. India, as you all know, we are doing great when it comes to digital payment and so other things. So digital is doing lots of things when it comes to driving better patient and the business outcome. So digital transformation of healthcare is something India is going into it right now. Digital Health News is India's first dedicated digital health news platform. It's more than a news platform. We do events such as DHN Forum. We do lots of other things like the CIU podcast and all. So DHN Forum is a catalyst that is bringing together all the ecosystem partners, whether they are startups, whether they are hospitals, whether they are pharmaceuticals, whether they are government agencies like National Health Authority and all. So we are bringing them together under one roof, the senior leaders, to advance the conversation around the challenges that we face as a country, and then leveraging digital technologies to solve those problems. So DHN Forum is at the forefront of driving that conversation, addressing the problems that we as a community, as a nation, as different states that we feel and face, and how we can leverage digital technologies to solve those problems. At one side, we are bringing innovators, transformers, disruptors, digital health startups. On the other hand side, we are bringing hospital executives who are going to use those technologies. And on the other hand side, we are bringing government executives from National Health Authority, Ministry of Health and others to really be part of that conversation. Because the problems of healthcare cannot be solved by one organization or others. It has to be a collective effort, and DHN Forum is that glue, is that platform that is actually at the forefront of driving that conversation.
Okay. So it's a very good idea that you have come out with. It's probably the need of the hour, and somebody had to do it. But what triggered this idea? Is there anything behind it? Any story behind it?
Yeah. So thanks for asking that question. Really very touching. So I've been in the US for a long time, and last year I came in after 12 years. And I've been in the healthcare, working with the US healthcare for a long time. Solved lots of problems with for the hospital, for the health plans. Learned a lot of things. Started a health IT consulting. I left my corporate job. I started a health IT consulting, Scale Health Tech, which I mentioned. I got an opportunity last year to speak in a conference called Transforming Healthcare with IT, THIT 23 in New Delhi last year. And I saw firsthand, the kind of transformation that digital is bringing in India. I met lots of hospital executives, CIOs, and variety of stakeholders. And I then realized, and I was talking about on a topic which is very core to transforming healthcare through digital, which is data democratization, accelerating India's digital health transformation. That's the topic that I was speaking on. And that was the first experience after a long time that I got to know what's happening on the ground. When I went back, and I was thinking about it, what I can bring back to my country that is meaningful, that is uniting, that helps the acceleration of digital transformation in India. Many thoughts came into my mind, but then I realized that I think one of the most effective way I can contribute to my country's, transformation in healthcare on digital would be to create a platform where everyone, all the stakeholders will come together. Whether it is startups, hospitals, government, pharmaceuticals, VC community, investors, they can come together. And the idea was to create those insights and present them in a meaningful manner. So the idea of digital health news was born. You are all on media houses. You understand media better than me. I wanted to create a platform for healthcare, not for like a medical platform that if I have a cough and cold, let's go on that portal and see what's going on. Not that. I wanted to create a platform which is very technology focused, where the hospital executive, the business and IT leaders, they can go and get to know what is happening in the world of digital health in India. What are the trends? What is happening in AI? What is happening in telemedicine? What is happening in EMR, EHR? What is happening in patient engagement, population health, automation, remote patient monitoring? So there are lots of things happening. But then, there was a platform missing that will filter out all whatever happening and present in a meaningful, actionable information, insights that will empower all of us. So you all can go digitalhealthnews.com and will get to know what is happening latest today, yesterday, and then not only those actionable insights, but then we are also bringing the senior leaders from hospitals, government agencies to talk about on certain topics. For example, how AI, what are the top use cases of AI in India's healthcare context, right? So we are talking about things like that. And then, of course, DHN Forum. So DHN Forum is when I was thinking about, hey, we launched the platform. It's great. But we didn't want to limit ourselves just the news media, the health IT news media platform. We wanted to go beyond. In the attempt, in the hope, in a desire to basically empower the regional ecosystem. What my core belief is, India on the edges, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, all that metros, things are a little bit okay. But if you want to really transform India on healthcare through digital, you have to go inner India. Not just the tier 1 cities. You have to go to Bhopal, you have to go to Jaipur, Lucknow, Coimbatore, Indore, all those inner cities. You have to see what the challenges they are facing. What the chief information officer of hospital of Allahabad or Kanpur or Lucknow or Jaipur or Ahmedabad, what challenges they are facing. So we wanted to create DHN Forum as a regional powerhouse that will have one day event, bring together all the right stakeholders, advance the conversation, discuss the challenges, and bring the innovators and transformers, the startup CEOs and all together and drive that outcome. So that was the aim of the DHN Forum.
So the forum also needs some funds, like this event is there today, and to sustain yourself. So is this a for-profit company or is it a not-for-profit? How does it work? So
we are not for profit. So our objective is not to, it's like, this is not a, the profit-making thing. It is very novel idea. We want to give back to the society. And, I have been into healthcare, and this is something that I've been doing as a career, professional life. And I think this is something that I created that I want to bring back to my country.
What now from here? After this, you've come all the way here. What are your future plans?
So the future plans I announced early in the morning. So we are bringing a couple of new initiatives under the umbrella of Digital Health News. We are launching DHN Plus, which is a subscription-driven service, a premium content, lots of things that you can avail through DHN Plus. We are launching DHN Health Tech Innovation Challenge, the first innovation challenge across the country, led by DHN, joined by a premier organization called NIMHANS and IIITB. We shared this early in the morning in my opening remark. Then we are also coming up with super duper exciting conference. It's called DHN Conclave that we announced in the morning. That is the annual, so DHN Forum is one-day event, as you all know. We started in the morning, we are wrapping up. And DHN Forum aims to empower the regional ecosystem. Bangalore, Mumbai, Allahabad, Chennai, Ahmedabad, all these regional cities. DHN Conclave is going to be our flagship national event. So that's something that we are working on.
Sir, this information को किस तरह से handle करेंगे digitally डेली आजकल काफी मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन
That's so true.
स्प्रेड की जाती है.
That's so true.
इसे कैसे आप टैकल करेंगे?
That's so true.
बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं.
Right.
What your platform will do for that?
That's so true. Glad that you asked. You know, it's very easy for us to drown in the sea of information / misinformation, right? You all know much better than me. We are living in the age where information flows so easily and it is in abundance, right? So the idea of the DHN was not to create another platform, but a catalyst that is set to transform the way healthcare news is consumed, understood, and leveraged. And I'm very proud of our team. So we filter out the noise. So, if we filter out the noise, we present highly curated, actionable insight, which is truth to the core. And because we are dealing with the technology, we are not in a political arena. So, in the world of healthcare technology, you cannot make things up, right? If you want. So the idea of the DHN forum is that we are crafting the future of healthcare narrative, right? And with that, what I mean is that when you have an abundance of information, how a CIO will trust that the insight, the report, the article that they are reading on DHN is truthful? So our industry analysts, they filter out this, they directly talk to the sources, they directly talk to the companies, they get that information, they slice and dice and they vet it, and then they present it.
How people can download or how they can subscribe or work around DHN? Can you
So,
talk about that?
absolutely. So if you go on to digitalhealthnews.com, you can sign up for the newsletter. So every day then you will receive the latest insights in your mailbox. Every day and on a weekly basis. So it's a very simple, when you go to digitalhealthnews.com, a pop-up will open where you can register yourself, no money needed, you don't have to pay anything. Now you will start getting every day highly curated, actionable insight that will change your life, that will empower you, that what's happening in the world of digital health in India, right? So you can do that. Weekly newsletter, we send the combined consolidated, the week that was. So from Monday to Friday, the week that was, all the crisp, all what happened in the world of digital health in India, not only in India, but we also cover developments across the US, across the world. Because the idea of the DHL is to basically, like, we are India at heart, global in spirit. That's what I said in my opening, monologue, because there are lots of things that our Indian stakeholders can learn from other countries, and vice versa. Other countries can learn what's happening from India. So we cover insights from other countries as well as from India. I hope that makes sense.
And how would the premium content be different from the...
Premium content would be, there are lots of content which are really premium. Our audience are premium audience. And our, the guests are even, they are also premium. So the kind of insights that we are bringing are very valuable. So we realize that I think it is important those insights to be presented to our premium audience. And at the same time, we are not differentiating, we are starting this DHN Plus, which is a premium service. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming here.
Can I go you for 5 minutes?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Girish Kulkarni. I've been a part of the DHN community from the time it was launched here in India. This was last October. Digital Health News Network platform was conceived by Vishnu Saxena. Vishnu is an ex-PwC, Wipro, and he's been in the Silicon Valley and in the US for a long time. And when we met him about 1.5 years back in Delhi in another event, he realized that the Indian healthcare marketplace needs to have a platform which talks and supports growth of digital health in India. And yes, there have been a lot of other platforms also, but the very fact is that these were distributed and scattered platforms. However, there was no single integrated platform which would cater to the entire ecosystem in terms of what digital health is all about, what is innovation all about, and a lot of other things which is being done through the portal today. The marketplace today has a lot of people who are basically media guys and who are paid media. Whereas DHN is not a paid media. DHN is going to be somebody who's going to curate content. And when I say curate content, it is that we believe that we need to reach out to every part of the Indian healthcare ecosystem to get the news, get the information right at the grassroots level, and then bring it to the masses so that everybody else who is a part of the ecosystem is able to learn and understand from this. That is the whole objective. It's not just about going to an event, sitting there and then saying that this gentleman spoke like this lady spoke like this doctor spoke about surgeries being done like this, we use robots for doing our surgeries. No. It's about going to the basics. It's about doing multiple sessions to put the reach or the information to reach the right masses. It's about doing podcasts. It's about doing interviews. It's about getting involved with the hospitals in terms of the research they do. It's about getting involved with the hospital in terms of how they are working towards improving patient care. How are they working towards improving their EBITDA? And every single layer of this is being put on through the portal and through a team of extremely highly talented, dedicated set of people who go, curate, create this content and bring it onto the platform. While that is being done on the platform, today's event is basically to bring the best of healthcare minds from the ecosystem onto a common room, onto a common platform, cutting across whether you are coming from a large hospital network or a small nursing home or you are a primary healthcare provider. It's not about it. It's about getting the best of all these guys to come and talk about their best practices, come and talk about how they improve efficiency, talking about how they are defining their digital roadmap and their digital journey. It's about how am I going to make my data more secure, because today healthcare data is extremely sensitive, extremely precious, and every other hacker, every other troublemonger out there in the marketplace is looking to acquire this data. And then how is it that the hospitals are going to protect this? Because a hospital is not the owner of this data. The data is owned by the patient. Hospital is only a custodian. And as a custodian, how well do I protect this data and make sure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands is all about this event which is happening today.